Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Lady Lauren Explorer, and today I'm going to be talking about a BIPOC author collab that has 4 books in the series, but only 3 of them are out right now, called Parenthood. And it's by Eva Moran, I think, and then Madeline Watson, and it's called Simon and Cherish. So there's 4 books. They all have to do with years, so it's year 1 through 4, and I finished all 3 years. And year 4 comes out at the beginning of next month, March 1st. And I wanted to talk about this series because I am going to read the 4th book next month. But these 3, I'm going to have the 3rd one on the screen, are going to be featured in the last week of my Black author, Black character romance challenge I've been doing for myself. And let's just talk about this as a series right now. Overall, I think with the 3 books that I've read, I give this series a 3.5. The first book, which is year 1, this one we're following them as the traumatic thing happened to them. Cherish, her long-term boyfriend, has abandoned her and their newborn child at the hospital, and he does not want anything to do with her or the child. And he is she's homeless. Simon, his wife, literally just died giving birth to their son, Junior. So it's a lot going on with them. They cohabit because he takes her in because they know her. They've known her since, I think, her 4th month of pregnancy or 6th month of pregnancy. They've been knowing her for a few months, and they know her situation. So Simon takes her in because that's what he and Emily would have wanted, his ex-wife. This first year is them grieving together, her trying to get her wings not feel like a burden, and him just grieving the loss of his wife and having to deal with their family. And it's not good at first for them because their family thinks that Cherish was the mistress, but that's not what happens at all. Some things get misconstrued. Feelings are definitely hurt a lot, and there is pop-up of drama from someone you see hints and bits of. As the year continues, she starts becoming more and more centered. So for the series, it's kind of weird that this is multiple points of views, but mainly Cherish and Simon's, but you get other people's point of view. You get the person, the other woman I'm talking about, you get her point of view when certain things happen, what she's going through, what she's doing at this time. You get Simon's parents and Emily's parents' point of view when they're going through challenges of what to do now that Emily's gone and how they feel Cherish and Simon are doing. But this is a kind of a slow burn because nothing really happens sexual-wise until the end of the book. But again, they're grieving, and this book is literally the year. It ends on I think it ends on the children's birthday. Then in book 2, which is year 2, we pick up the day after the birthday party, starting the new year. So for this one, the other woman is heavily in this because she is doing things to make herself more available for Simon. So throughout this whole entire thing, Simon doesn't pick up that this woman has feelings for him. He thinks that she's just nice. She's just worried about him and his family, and that she needs help with a lot of things having to do with their company because he's a lawyer. With that being said, it's drama. this book made everything. Like, I was here for everything that was happening. I couldn't wait till I saw the other woman come in and like what she was gonna do. And then you have Cherish and Simon's drama of it'll be a spoiler, but they're trying to adopt each other's kids because they are in a relationship at this point. And she's going through like working and that the insecurity of, oh, what if Jasmine, her daughter's father, comes back into her life? Like, what if he wants full like joint custody and all this kind of stuff? And then Simon is just dealing with that, but also a little bit of family drama on Emily's family side, having to do with Emily's brother. So like there's some tension there, but like you pick up on it, but you don't really like know. And then when you get the brother's point of view, you're just like, okay, I can see where you're coming from, but like there's something else going on. And then things happen. So bombshell at the end of this one, because I was just like, wait, what? I need to read the third one because what? But this does end with a very happy, for now, for Simon and Cherish. Then in book 3, we have them planning everything. We have the children just being children. But we also have what was being planned by the other woman, Susan, at the end of book 2. That just comes out and blows everything up. And Simon's just trying to figure out where to go from here. He's losing clientele at the firm. He's trying to figure out if he really wants to stay at this firm. He's also trying to say that like rumors about him and Cherish and her being the mistress and all that kind of stuff, because how they met and how they became a couple is kind of finicky and would look weird if you didn't sit down and talk to them about what happened. And then more bombshells, like just left and right for Simon. But there are some good times in book 3, which does lead to the buildup of Susan's catastrophe. And it's wow. The buildup was so good, but when it was executed, it was just underwhelming. This book is also short. It's less than 300 pages, so it felt rushed to me. I'm hoping that book 4, which we're getting hints of what's to come, especially on Simon's side, because of his fear of losing Cherish, pregnancy, all that kind of stuff. He's just not ready for that. And at the end of book 3, he does not have a choice. So she has to tell him and he has to tell her. It's just like a lot. So I'm hoping that book 4 will be a bit longer, like the rest of 1 and 2. I'm guessing we resolved the Susan drama and what she brung, but it doesn't feel like it's resolved yet, really. And then we have this mystery client that Simon has been given directions to go visit at the end of book 3. But on a happier note, they are married at this point. So the wedding was very cute. The children were very cute, and I love that. I don't know. I think I did like the books. Book 1 wasn't really my forte. I still gave it a 3 because the slow burn, I know that they're grieving, so I just have to get into it. But once everything's happening in book 2, I was just like, yeah, book 2 was a 4 for me. I loved the drama, I loved the love, I loved the children, I loved like the challenges of what they were going through and them still pushing through everything together. And in book 3 just kind of fell a little bit, especially with the drama aspect of it. But I did like the wedding, the children, the mystery of it. And I know what Simon's problems sort of well, one of them will be in book 4. And he just have to tell his wife that he is nervous. But that is the quick and easy of it. I hope I enticed you to read these. Just saying. I wish you didn't have to read book 1 because, again, the grieving process is a lot in this. It seems kind of boring and very slow, but like if you stick through it, I think you'll like it. Book 2 for me is where it's at. This is so good. And obviously book 3 should be the odd one out. Hopefully book 4 brings me back in again, because I'm gonna read it anyway, but hopefully it brings me back in. But hey guys, well, I'm interrupting this ending to finally tell you about me reading the 4th book, which is Counting On, in the Simon and Cherish series. So let me talk about it. So, like I said, Counting On is the final book in the whole series, and we leave off with Cherish knowing that she is pregnant from the 3rd book. This book is literally just a very lighthearted and resolution of this whole entire series. We have them being pregnant and her going through her pregnancy completely different than how she did when she first started in the book, with having support, having someone have her give the best of the best, having an epidural because she's in so much pain. Then you have Simon going through all of the insecurities and fears of this pregnancy with his wife and putting her in a bubble, and having Cherish literally just go along with it because he's having this irrational fear of her dying, like his previous wife did. So she is allowing him to buy this recliner chair that she doesn't really like, but because he did research and how it's supposed to help with pregnant women and elevate their feet and all that kind of stuff, she's allowing him to do this and not commenting on how inconvenient and how much she doesn't like it. But because it's a peace of mind for her husband, she's going with it. She's compromising. This was really, really good for how lighthearted and we knew this was going to end. There was no drama really. The only thing I can think of is Jasmine's biological father coming back and just giving Cherish the closure. I did find that kind of weird because most of the time, fathers like that won't do that. But I know this is a book, so Cherish needs that to move on. Then the ending was very realistic for me because it's her closing the door on this chapter of her life and being nervous and afraid of what's about to come in this new life. But because she has to support her kids, her husband, she is ready to take on the world, find out what more there is to bring to her life, which was very realistic when you think about it. I'm just saying. I did like how this completed a cycle because Cherish went from what she went through in the first book with having no support, having nobody to take care of her, not knowing if someone was coming. She had fear. She was put down. She was beat down. She was very submissive. And then her journey from the first book to the 4th book, her learning about herself, learning how to stick up for herself, finding her voice, finding the courage to say something if she doesn't like how it's going, and actually talking through things with the people, mainly her husband, about her feelings and their feelings there. This just surrounding area, just talking, communication. And then Simon with his grief, his loss, with having just now being a single father and going to the fourth book now, and him going from single father to having someone who is his best friend, his lover, his supporter, his wife now, and having another child. It just brings back his confidence in himself and his family and his job, because he went from having that partner business and that partner business being kind of shady to now having a clean slate. He won a very big case, and him moving into a new house, a new area, with a new firm, it just brings more possibilities. His confidence is there. His family is there. He's checking all the boxes of what a well-established and happy husband in any kind of story is. And I like that. Now, I did give this book a 3.75, mainly because I am a person who likes drama. I know that this book doesn't bring drama since the drama literally happened in the second book, and the resolution happened in the third book. So there was not going to be any conflict of any kind of sorts. So that bring it down a little bit. I'm still in the phase of like new adult drama, lots of drama, crying, angst. So having this series just cultivate from like grief to the drama, the resolution, and then just having a very nice and simple, light-hearted ending was good, but wasn't what I'm used to. And so it reflected in like my rating, but I still would recommend the whole entire series because it really is good from beginning to end. I will say that if you don't want the grief, then I suggest you just still read it because it really is good. Like, you can see the character development as the books go on, especially from the first year to their second year, because that's like a very big character development in Cherish, finding herself and finding her voice. So I still suggest you read that. Love the series, and now we can go back to the ending. I actually filmed before I was going to read this because I didn't think I was going to read it in time for it to come out. Yeah, I hope I enticed you to read this because it was a good series overall. I read all 3 books in 2.5 days, so quick and easy. My name is Lady Lauren Explorer. I post a video Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and sometimes Sunday. So please be subscribed so you can get notified when a video is coming out. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!